Overthinking is a quiet thief, creeping into your mind and robbing you of peace. It throws you into a whirlwind of endless thoughts, reliving the past, stressing over the future, or obsessively analyzing the present. The weight of it all can be exhausting. If you're tired of feeling mentally drained and desperate for a way to regain control, you're in the right place. Buddhism holds ancient wisdom that has helped countless people escape the trap of overthinking. Today, we're uncovering 6 powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you break free and embrace a calmer, more peaceful state of mind. Stay with us as we explore these insights and discover the clarity and tranquility we all long for. Number 1. The past is gone, the future is uncertain. Focus on the present moment. How many times do we find ourselves trapped in the past, haunted by regrets, guilt, or thoughts of what might have been? Or maybe we're fixated on the future, anxiously wondering what's coming next, fearing the worst, or trying to prepare for the unknown. It's a never-ending cycle. But here's the truth. The past is already behind you, and the future hasn't arrived yet. The Buddha's teachings remind us of a powerful reality. The only moment that truly exists is right now. He said, "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." This wisdom urges us to loosen our grip on past regrets and future anxieties, shifting our focus to the present, the only place where life truly happens. Think about it. The moment you're experiencing right now, as you read or hear these words, is the only time you have. This is where life unfolds. This is where peace can be found. When you allow yourself to be fully present, without getting tangled in what's already gone or what's yet to come, you'll start to feel a profound sense of clarity and calm. Overthinking begins to fade the moment you learn to embrace the present exactly as it is. There's an old Buddhist story about a monk and his young disciple who were traveling together. As they reached a river, the monk crossed with ease, moving calmly through the flowing water. But the disciple hesitated, paralyzed by fear, his mind flooded with thoughts of danger, convinced the current might sweep him away. Seeing his student's distress, the monk reassured him, "Don't worry, my friend. The river is always flowing, but the only way to truly cross it is to be present and trust in the moment." This simple yet profound lesson reminds us, clinging to past mistakes or fearing future obstacles only stops us from experiencing the present fully. The key to peace is learning to let go and be here now. Number 2. Thoughts are like clouds. Let them pass without clinging to them. At times, it feels like we're drowning in our own thoughts, overwhelmed, lost in a storm of worries and endless mental noise. The mind becomes a chaotic sky, filled with dark, heavy clouds that refuse to clear. But the Buddha offers a profound insight. Our thoughts are just like those clouds, impermanent, fleeting, and always changing. He once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." The real problem isn't the thoughts themselves, it's our attachment to them. Just like the sky remains vast and untouched, no matter how many clouds pass through, our true self isn't defined by fleeting worries. The moment we stop clinging to our thoughts, we take back our power. Picture yourself sitting by a peaceful river, watching the water flow. Leaves drift downstream, one after another. Do you reach out to grab every single one? Of course not. You simply let them pass, knowing that more will come and go. Your thoughts work the same way. Don't latch on to every worry. Don't obsess over every passing thought. Just let them drift, like clouds in the sky. The more you practice this, the less control overthinking has over you. The Buddha once said, "Our life is shaped by our mind, for we become what we think." This powerful truth reminds us that by releasing unnecessary thoughts, especially the negative ones, we open the door to a clearer, calmer, and more peaceful life. Number 3. Overthinking creates suffering. Let go of what you can't control. The more we overthink, the more we suffer. Our minds go into overdrive, analyzing every possible outcome, obsessing over what could go wrong, and desperately trying to control things beyond our reach. But instead of bringing clarity, this endless cycle only fuels stress, anxiety, and frustration. The Buddha offered a profound truth. Suffering is not caused by the events in our lives, but by our reaction to them. In other words, it's not what happens to us that determines our peace, but how we choose to respond. When we fixate on things we can't change, we invite unnecessary pain into our lives. Letting go of the illusion of control is not weakness, it's freedom. Accepting what is, instead of resisting reality, is a powerful step toward breaking free from overthinking. The next time you feel your mind spiraling, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, then let it go. The moment you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you release yourself from the never-ending cycle of worry. Thich Nhat Hanh, a revered Buddhist monk, once shared a simple yet eye-opening story. A man spent his days struggling to push a massive boulder uphill. No matter how hard he tried, the rock wouldn't budge. He exhausted himself, growing frustrated and miserable. Finally, Thich Nhat Hanh asked, "Why are you pushing a boulder that is not moving? Let go, and the path will become clear." This story reveals a truth many refuse to accept. Overthinking, struggling, and fighting against reality only wears us down. Sometimes, the most powerful thing we can do is let go. Number 4. Practice mindfulness. Anchor yourself in your breath to quiet the mind. Mindfulness is the key to breaking free from the chaos of overthinking. It's about fully experiencing the present moment, being aware of your thoughts, emotions, and sensations without letting them control you. Instead of being dragged into a storm of worries, mindfulness helps you stay grounded, calm, and in control. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to practice mindfulness is by focusing on your breath. The next time your mind feels overwhelmed, pause. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Then exhale slowly. Feel the tension leaving your body with every breath. Each inhale brings you back to the present. Each exhale releases the mental noise. The Buddha once said, "When the mind is calm, the breath is calm." This wisdom reveals a deep truth. The rhythm of your breath reflects the state of your mind. By anchoring yourself in your breath, you reclaim your peace, silencing the endless chatter of overthinking. Number 5. Simplicity is freedom. Stop complicating life with unnecessary worries. Life is already complicated enough, so why make it harder with endless worries? In a world overflowing with distractions, it's easy to feel trapped in a web of overthinking. We stress about our careers, relationships, appearances, and futures, convincing ourselves that happiness lies in having more, doing more, or being more. But Buddhism teaches a different lesson. Simplicity is the key to true peace. The Buddha often emphasized the power of simplicity in both thought and action. In the Dhammapada, he shared this timeless wisdom. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. This profound statement reminds us that happiness isn't something to chase, analyze, or complicate. It's found in the simple, everyday moments we often overlook. By decluttering our minds, releasing unnecessary worries, and focusing only on what truly matters, we break free from the exhausting cycle of overthinking and finally experience the peace we've been searching for. Number 5. Simplicity is freedom. Stop complicating life with unnecessary worries. Life is already complicated enough, so why make it harder with endless worries? In a world overflowing with distractions, it's easy to feel trapped in a web of overthinking. We stress about our careers, relationships, appearances and futures, convincing ourselves that happiness lies in having more, doing more, or being more. But Buddhism teaches a different lesson. Simplicity is the key to true peace. The Buddha often emphasized the power of simplicity in both thought and action. In the Dhammapada, he shared this timeless wisdom. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. This profound statement reminds us that happiness isn't something to chase, analyze, or complicate. It's found in the simple, everyday moments we often overlook. By decluttering our minds, releasing unnecessary worries, and focusing only on what truly matters, we break free from the exhausting cycle of overthinking and finally experience the peace we've been searching for. Number 6. Trust in impermanence. Nothing lasts forever, not even your struggles. Nothing in life is permanent, not joy, not sorrow, and certainly not the struggles you're facing right now. It may feel like your worries and fears will never end, but Buddhism teaches us a powerful truth. Everything is in a constant state of change. Even your worst anxieties, your overthinking, and your deepest struggles are temporary. They will pass, just like everything else. The Buddha put it simply, all conditioned things are impermanent. Strive on with diligence. Overthinking often comes from the fear that we'll be stuck in our problems forever. But once we truly understand that nothing stays the same, we can finally release the weight of unnecessary worries. When you accept that everything is fleeting, you open the door to a lighter, more peaceful way of living. Now that we've uncovered 6 powerful Buddhist teachings to stop overthinking, it's time to apply them. Live in the present moment. Release thoughts that don't serve you. Simplify your life and let go of unnecessary worries. Trust in impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. With patience and practice, you can train your mind to let go of chaos and embrace clarity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this wisdom with others. Let's continue this journey toward mindfulness and inner peace together. Stay present, stay peaceful, and may every moment bring you closer to true tranquility.